Elon Musk's bold move, leading the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Watch this twice to get it. This trick feels illegal, but it might just reshape the government as we know it. Imagine being handed the keys to an inefficient, multi-trillion-dollar machine and told to fix it. That's the task Elon Musk has just been given as the head of the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, nicknamed DOGE. Yes, it's real. He's partnering with entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, and their mission? Slash wasteful government spending to the bone. Sounds simple, right? Don't be fooled. This isn't just cutting coupons. It's a financial Rubik's Cube of epic proportions. And the stakes? Trillions of dollars in taxpayer money and the future of federal programs. I used to struggle with understanding why government budgets always ballooned, until I learned about something called baseline budgeting. Basically, the government assumes it will spend more each year, not less, regardless of how well programs work. That's where DOGE comes in. Musk and Ramaswamy are challenging this very assumption, starting with an unprecedented audit of federal spending. But how? Let's break it down. Step one in their plan is what they're calling the zero-based budgeting revolution. Pause here if you need to. This strategy doesn't just trim fat, it questions why the fat exists in the first place. Every department starts at $0 and has to justify every expense, from paper clips to billion-dollar subsidies. Your future self will thank you for understanding this because it's about to be the blueprint for governments everywhere. Now here's the wild part. Musk isn't just talking numbers, he's talking AI. Imagine using machine learning to analyze federal expenditures in real time. AI doesn't just crunch numbers, it identifies inefficiencies and flags questionable spending. Think of it like TurboTax on steroids. Your tax dollars, they're about to get smarter. But there's a catch. This isn't just about saving money, it's about making it too. Musk's plan includes taking underutilized government assets, like unused federal land or dormant facilities, and leasing them out for private use. It's a move that's projected to generate billions annually. Don't do what I did and overlook the importance of these seemingly small moves. They can make or break the entire initiative. Pause here if you need to, because the next part gets even crazier. Step 2 in their plan involves tackling bureaucracy. Did you know the U.S. government employs over 2 million civilian workers? Many of their roles are vital, sure, but others? Well, let's just say some job descriptions are a little ambiguous. Here's where Musk's notorious hardcore approach comes in. Remember when he reduced Twitter's workforce by over 70% and the platform still functioned? That's the kind of efficiency he's aiming for, though critics argue it's easier said than done. And speaking of critics, Wall Street is divided on this initiative. Some say Musk's bold moves could inspire confidence and attract investments, while others fear drastic cuts might destabilize essential programs. The debate isn't just financial, it's ethical. What happens when cutting costs means cutting services people rely on? Comment below with your thoughts. Where do you stand on the fine line between efficiency and equity? This is where it gets tricky. Watch this twice to get it. Now let's zoom out for a second. What does all this mean for you? If DOGE succeeds, you could see reduced taxes, a slimmer national debt, and possibly even better services. But, and it's a big but, there's also a chance this overhaul could disrupt programs you rely on, at least temporarily. It's like renovating a house while you're still living in it. Messy, but hopefully worth it in the end. And here's something you might not expect. Musk and Ramaswamy aren't stopping at domestic reform. They're eyeing international partnerships too. For example, imagine a global efficiency alliance where countries share best practices for reducing waste. Sounds ambitious? Sure. But remember, this is Elon Musk we're talking about, the guy who turned electric cars and space travel into mainstream ventures. You'll probably save this because we're about to talk long-term impact. The long-term implications of DOGE are massive. If this works, it could become a template for state governments, local municipalities, and even other countries. We could be looking at a future where public spending isn't just transparent, but optimized, like running a Fortune 500 company, but for public good. But don't just take my word for it. The financial world is already reacting. Stock markets are buzzing with speculation about which industries will benefit or suffer from these reforms. Companies specializing in AI, for instance, might see a surge in government contracts. Meanwhile, traditional federal contractors could face tighter scrutiny, like for updates on how this unfolds. If this deep dive into Elon Musk's latest endeavor intrigued you, hit that like button. Want more content like this? Subscribe to The Profit's Profit for weekly breakdowns of finance's biggest stories. Have thoughts, questions, or predictions about DOGE? Drop a comment below. We'd love to feature your ideas in our next video. And if you know someone who'd find this topic fascinating, share this video with them. Your future self and theirs will thank you. Remember, this trick feels illegal, but it's real. Watch this twice if you're still wrapping your head around it, and stay tuned for more insights on how finance is shaping our world.